What's up, YouTube? Curtain6693 here to bring you gaming anime news, as well as anything that I find interesting. Today, I want to talk about just a couple things. There's recently been news about the PS4, as far as the hardware specs. PS4 versus Xbox One, and apparently, according to some anonymous sources who were interviewed by Edge, they say that I'm guessing they're probably game developers who've been developing for both the consoles. Apparently, they say that the hardware for PS4 is up to 50 times more powerful, or that's the estimate of they give it more powerful than the Xbox One, and they say it may not be obvious at launch, but they say later on in the console lifespan, it may be more obvious. Um, because there's really been this whole debate. Like, they say that the consoles are pretty much the same, but then you hear some people say, well, technically the PS4 is more powerful. Then you hear some people say, oh no, the Xbox One has some secret chip. I've heard some people say some Xbox One has some secret chip or something in it will make it more powerful. But it looks like the cat's out of the bag now that the PS4 may have the heads up in this new console war. And in my opinion, I thought the games and I thought the games on the PS3 looked better in some ways in the 360. At least for some games, some of the bigger titles, I thought they were better. Um, but yeah, it looks like the PS4 is more powerful as far as hardware, its performance specs, and I wonder how this is going to play into the consoles 2 or 3 years down the road from now. Um, so yeah, I mean that's good news since I begin the PS4 first. That's good news. I've also heard some people say that the PS4 is nothing but a PS3 with just upgraded hardware, and I won't disagree with that 100% because a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the stuff is the same. Just I guess just better. Like now, there are some good important features. Like they're having the service. They're trying to work out a service where you can stream previous title games, which I think you could do on the PS3. But they're also including party chat now. Um, you know, Pretty much everything. Nothing's on a paywall. But they're trying to have some game capture, which I'll get into that in a little bit. Um, they're trying to have that, and then of course, there's news games and exclusives. I think there's something with like people can watch you play your games, and they can even like take over or something like that. So there are some new features out there. There are some newer features out there for the PS4. Um, so so the people who say that they're pretty much just the same, then I would say take a look at all the features because I think they're because in my opinion because if when I first heard about these new next gen consoles, I was kind of like, do we even really need one? And they in my because I was like, in my opinion they're just going to be like just 2.0 versions of the previous consoles, but it looked like they're legit. So yeah. Um, in other news, I want to talk about apparently there's also a GTA 5 PC leak on Torrent or something for GTA 5, and apparently this actually sparked a petition to not allow the game to be officially released on the PC. Oh, so then apparently like 8,000 people or 10,000 people have signed this petition. So because apparently some guy, I think his name was Trevor Phillips or something, they were talking about that he basically said, PC gamers don't deserve the game. So like the and me in my opinion, the way I have to say this, who really cares? Like who cares? Okay, because in my opinion, there's always gonna be people out there who are gonna hack shit, torrent shit, and just because they're getting the game, they're modding or hacking to get the game before you do, is that really a reason to get upset and to sign up and have a petition over? Oh, they shouldn't get the game. They don't deserve it. What the fuck? Like, what about the other 10 billion PC gamers, honest PC gamers out there? You know what I mean? Because not all of them are hackers and modders and backdoor travelers or whatever the fuck you call it, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So whenever you have these people like this that get so emotional over video games and it turns into politics, and in my opinion, no, it really doesn't matter. Don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's fucked up, but whatever. The game is coming out Tuesday, so it doesn't really. I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it. I mean, so that was some of the news concerning GTA 5, and comes out this Tuesday. Excited. Um, I mean, I'm very excited. Just can't wait. I've cleared out some memory out of my memory drive, because I know you have to. There's a manual installation for the game, and it looks like it's gonna be good. It really does look like it's gonna be good. So let me know what you guys think about this news. About the PS4, and um, just about it being more powerful than the Xbox One. Do you think this changes things? Let me know what's console you're gonna get. How do you feel about GTA 5? Are you excited? Um, a lot of people are saying that that just because of GTA 5, we may not see people getting the next gen consoles immediately. Which I can, I mean, because I think it was Machinima, like earlier today, they had a video like top 5 reasons not to get why next gen can wait, and they were all because of GTA 5, which I thought was a little uncreative, but very uncreative. But it is true. Like, do you guys think that you don't really need a PS4 or an Xbox One because of GTA 5? I mean, in my opinion, the game's great, but I mean, I guarantee you there are going to be some people out there who have no life who are going to beat the game in like 3 weeks, and pretty much max out the multiplayer and be on the next gen, like right after. So me personally, but I do think that this does give this the next gen at least one last great game. And I'm sure, I mean, and apparently, Xbox said that they would support the Xbox through 2016, which actually brings me to another point in a second. But yeah, so I do think that GTA 5 will keep the current generation afloat, because in my opinion, they're always saying that they say as soon as PS4 and Xbox One come out, 360 and PS3 are going to be irrelevant. I doubt that, because every generation, when there's a new product that comes out, the previous generation always stays ahead just like a year or two. So I'd say probably, and then they also stated that Xbox One, Microsoft will continue to support Xbox One through 2016. So that's like with the next 3 years. So yeah. It's really late tonight. but yeah, but Microsoft stated that they would support the Xbox One through 2016. But the thing that gets me is, apparently there was news that came out a couple of days ago saying that Microsoft stated that they predicted that they would sell up to. I think they said they try to reach the 100 million unit mark for the Xbox 360, and that they would sell up to 400 million, sorry, to a billion Xbox Ones in its total lifetime, basically in the whole time that it's on the market. And I didn't really know. This sounded like a lot to me, but I didn't really have a reference point until I saw how well the other consoles sold. Because apparently, like, you know, like, that's actually a really fucking high number, because I was looking at units for the Nintendo 64, and fucking pretty much everybody and their mom had a Nintendo 64, and the PS2. Nintendo 64 in its whole entire lifetime only sold about 30-40 million units, and PS2 sold 200, I think maybe 250 mil, and they say Xbox One is going to sell 400 mil to a billion. Bullshit. I mean, bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong. They may sell more than a 360, but I don't think they're gonna get that high. Just because of, and not, this is not sound like an Xbox hater, but I'm sorry, but it's much black slash. It is much 180s and changes they've had due to the console. A lot of people feel that the console is honestly unstable. What I mean by unstable is you don't know what's gonna happen next. With the console. And basically, as much shit as Xbox One has been through, and he's just in what, 2-3 months, since July, August, September, yeah, so 2-3 months, you know, I mean, do you really think it's gonna sell that much? I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna sell that much though. Um, yeah, so I thought the news was kind of ludicrous, but yeah, apparently they have high hopes for the Xbox One, and and I know a lot more people are, I guess would say, leaning more towards the Xbox One, but I guess we'll have to see. So, also one last thing, apparently the PS4's game capture will not allow you to upload to YouTube just yet. Apparently they're working out some stuff, and like you can only put it up on Twitter or something like that, or on PSN. And Xbox, I think Xbox allows you to go straight to YouTube, but PS4 doesn't. And so there's a whole controversy about that. Like, a lot of people are saying, is it really an important feature? Does it really matter? I say yes and no, because I'd say about 90% of gamers out there just play fucking games. We don't give it. Okay, yeah, we can't record straight to YouTube. Okay, so fucking what? As long as I can play my games and talk to my friends and watch TV when I'm bored, then I'm good. You know, and that's honestly what most people want. And so when you have all these arguments saying, the new generations are just the old generations, just with a couple of new things and better looking graphics, you also have to look at you look at it from another perspective. Most people, I mean, really, I mean, besides new gameplay feats and things like that. Most of us, we just want to play games and occasionally go on a few apps if we get bored, but and talk with our friends and have an online experience. We don't need 10,000 billion features to have a great experience. I don't need PlayStation Move and Connect and fucking college football and you can do this as your dad. So I don't need all that. Don't get me wrong. It's all nice, but I don't need all that. If you give me the game, the online, and and occasionally and basically allow me to watch Netflix and Hulu, and you maybe use internet, and if you give me the basic flat line and you just build up on that, that's all I need. I don't need a bunch of other shit. So yeah, but I digress. So back to the whole PS4 game capture. I do think it's an important feature though, because I know that more people are calling into YouTube, and it's become a big thing to share your experiences, and me personally, since this is my channel and I would like to use that feature, if it turns out that I can do it for my PS4, I mean, I'm not gonna lose sleep over what the fuck ever. But I do think that eventually Sony will wise up and say, okay, we need to put this into the game. I mean, maybe Sony didn't put it in the first place, man, because they felt like it wasn't important, or gamers wouldn't really care that much, or who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe they were just trying to save a few extra dollars. Who knows? But I'm about 90% positive that eventually they're gonna change that, or they're gonna later on release information or something, say, okay, yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna eventually have what you can upload straight to YouTube, and you can voice over your videos, and you can do editing shit, and so basically, what I'm saying, I think it'll get worked out. So let me know what you guys think. What you guys think of just about all this. Just about Xbox One, PS4 being more powerful, having limited game capture. Xbox One saying they're gonna sell half a billion consoles. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel about GTA 5. How do you think it's gonna do? Do you think it will live with everyone's expectations? Just let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Curtain 6693 out.